What happens when you take Wolf Game, Pizza Game, and random community ideas and you add bacon to it? You get the greatest, unfathomably large, grand scale, biggest game that you've ever seen, plus one unaltered, never seen before. Grand, biggest, best of the best, numero uno, unfathomably large, top tier, plus one, whatever you say, fantastic, amazing, most handsome of games that you ever seen. You know what that game's called? It's called Grand Thef Bacon, baby. Alright guys, all jokes aside, what's going on? How are you doing? My name is Kolev. If you enjoy watching my videos, I would appreciate a sub down below, and if you like this video after watching it, of course, leave me a like as well to help out with that beautiful YouTube algorithm. And thank you Grand Thef Bacon for sponsoring this video. Alright guys, so Grand Thef Bacon, it is going to be a new play to earn game with passive income opportunities as well as play to earn as the game is. So you actively can play the game and you will earn rewards. We're going to go ahead and look at their website and dive deep into their white paper because it can get kind of complicated, but at the same time, it's also very simplistic. So I know that contradicts itself, but I think you might see what I mean as we dive deep into the white paper. So let's go ahead and go over to the website. All right, guys, so this is going to be the website. The website is going to be grandthefbacon.com. Again, grandthefbacon.com. Do not go to any other website. Do not get scammed. All right, so Grand Thef Bacon, play, stake is what that says, earn. So yeah, so essentially you stake your bacons or NFT, and by staking your NFT, you earn 10K grease, which is their native token, per day, which does not at this moment have a value. That will come up once the full launch happens on March the 5th, or if they mint 10,000 bacons before then. So the first option right here is mint now, and we will get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and continue scrolling down the webpage. So welcome to Grand Thef Bacon. Grand Thef Bacon is an ambitious NFT gaming project. Our NFT collection consists of 10,000 randomly generated bacons, generating 170 plus assets living on the AVAX chain. So yeah, this is going to be a project on the Avalanche blockchain. I'm glad that AVAX is getting a lot of attention from node projects and from games, so it could be a really good thing in the future. So the first 10,000 bacons, otherwise known as the Gen 0, can be minted at 2.5 AVAX or 2 if you are whitelisted. Unfortunately, the 2,000 whitelists are already done. Those mints have already happened, so it's going to be 2.5 AVAX, which is not too expensive for an NFT with functional value. It's going to be 2 tokens that they have, one being deflationary and the other being inflationary, with the eggs being the deflationary and the grease being the inflationary. We'll get to that a little bit later. So here's the main part of the game and the thing that can make things a little bit interesting. So let's start by saying, missed out on Wolf Game, not to worry. We got our very own Cops versus Bacons game where you can stake your bacon NFTs to earn grease. Outside the same risk mechanics other projects have implemented, we are also introducing 2 community selected mechanics that will be implemented after Gen 0's mint out. Now, Gen 0 comes with a lot of perks, so if after watching this video you really are interested in participating in this project, again, this isn't financial advice, you definitely want to mint a Gen 0 because a Gen 0 NFT in this game has one really solid perk. And the last really cool thing right here that they talk about are giveaways. They're actually giving away a Lamborghini Huracan or $200,000 in USDT to anybody that holds a bacon NFT, which is pretty cool. So the 10 gold bacons have an awesome perk too, where if you end up actually minting one, you will be immediately eligible for $10,000 USDT airdropped right to your wallet. But yes, if you do get lucky enough to get one of these golden bacon bad boys, well, GG, my friend. These are 5 core principles that Grand Thef Bacon wants to, market themselves as. The impact, they want to do their part to be productive members of the crypto space. The community, they take community seriously, so the community gets a say in their project's development. Transparency, They keep everything that they're doing with the community and update the community on progress with the project and where it's headed to. And finally, it's going to be an NFT game. It's not just going to be, just a regular PFP type of game where, it's purely passive and you're not really playing a game, which some people do enjoy, but they want this to also be an active game people can actually play. And there's 4 core members of the team right here. We got Bacon God, which is the project manager and community manager, Bacon Nakamoto, which is the community manager. We got the Bacon Emperor, which is the marketing wizard, and we got Andy, which is a developer. I have spoken to Andy and Nakamoto. Seem like very, very cool people. Pretty awesome stuff. And right here, we got some FAQs if you wanted to, check those out and you had any questions. But we're gonna go ahead and get to the white paper. All right, so one key things right here we wanna look at the white paper is how they're allocating the Gen 0 revenue. So the first thing is going to be 10% to marketing. We got 15% to the liquidity pool, which is going to be Greece to AVAX. We got 16% to community giveaways. We got 30% to the team and devs. We got 25% to operational cost and future development. And then we got 4% to charity, which is pretty awesome. So right here is going to be kind of an overview of the game. Cops vs. Bacons is a P2E hybrid, combining mechanics from Wolfgame, Pizza Game, and randomly community generated ideas. The initial mint out of the Gen 0s will kick off stage 1, which will include the mechanics listed below. If you are curious about stage 2, check out the relevant section at the bottom of this white paper. And one important thing to note is that they're currently experimenting with their tokenomics. As such, the various values are subject to change based on feedback from the community and the beta participants. If you are interested in participating in the beta, head on over to the Discord channel. Again, I'm always recommending that people go to these Discord channels for a lot of these crypto projects. Very important. You get very important news, very important updates. These are things that you want to know. So definitely go to their Discord channel if you are interested in getting into this project. So again, like I said, the first 1 through 10,000 are going to be between 2.5 AVAX and 2 AVAX. 2 AVAX if you're whitelisted, 2.5 for everything after that. And this is when it starts getting very interesting. So the risk factor is going to be none. So now from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 3 is when it really does get interesting. So for the Gen 1, so the 10,000 through 20,000, it's going to be 20,000 Greece, which again, we don't know what that price is at the moment because the token has not launched yet. That will launch on the 5th. But you have a 10% chance for your mint to get stolen by a cop. Now, that can be very tragic to somebody that does try to mint one. But for all the people that have minted bacons and they did happen to get a cop bacon, which if you don't know by now, if you get a cop bacon, that gives you the opportunity to take people's bacons that tried to mint the Gen 1 and below. But if you do mint a Gen 0, which there currently are some available, your bacon cannot be stolen from, obviously. So they're still working on a lot of some of the mechanics for this game, but we're gonna run through some of the leveling. So from level 0, it costs no grease, obviously. From level 1, it's gonna cost about 50,000 grease. Level 2, it's gonna be 100,000 grease. And it's a 50,000 times n sort of equation. So it just goes from there. It seems like there is essentially an infinite number of levels that you can level your bacon to. All right, so the Greece token, mint a new bacon using Greece. Price varies depending on the generation. There's a 10% chance that you can mint a cop, but there's also a 10% chance that your bacon can be taken. Each cop's chance of stealing a newly minted bacon is proportional to their alpha score. The alpha score is something you can see on your NFT's traits. Then over here, we got the egg token, which is going to be their deflationary token, which is meant to, balance out with the Greece token, essentially. There's only going to be a total of 100 million eggs, and the team is going to provide 1 million eggs as liquidity. Now, this part is a little bit lengthy, but I'll go ahead and read it. In order to pace the game and encourage players to stake their NFTs and Greece tokens, we've implemented on max number stake system for both cops and bacons. By default, you'll be able to stake 3 cops and 10 bacons. You can mint as many bacons and cops as you would like, and keep any amount in your wallet. Upgrading limits, upgrade your police station level will increase the number of staked cops you can have at any given time. Upgrade your hideout level and it will increase the number of staked bacons you can have at any time. Upgrades to police stations as a hideout will be performed with the egg token. Note, when upgrading your hideout, 25% of the cost in eggs will be burned, and that's how the egg is a deflationary token. So we got a little chart, going over some of that. Y'all can check that out for yourselves. These are some pretty important metrics for the bacons. So if you stake a bacon, you accumulate 10,000 grease per day, and there is no risk. When you cash out, you receive 80% of that grease back. So there's a 20% tax when claiming, and cops, where the risk is that the cops take a bribe of 20% on the cashed out grease in return for not raiding the gang. Tax grease will be split among all the cops currently staked on the squadron, proportional to their ranks. So the higher rank cop you are, or cop bacon you are, the more of that 20% that you will get. So you can kind of see where these, mechanics start falling in line, and it could get pretty interesting if you do end up getting a bunch of cops. Again, the cop chance is only 10%. So, there's not going to be a lot of cops out there for this specific reason. But if you are able to get a cop, then you're going to have a lot of perks with that. So unstaking, you receive 100% of the grease you accumulated on your bacon. The bacon is unstaked and all of the generated grease is given to the player. There's a 50% chance that the cops catch the bacon and you lose all of the grease being cashed out by a particular bacon. The grease is distributed to all the cops currently staked in the police station. So again, very, very risky. So you kind of have to weigh out the risk and reward when playing this game. If you have a cop, then I suppose you could be a little bit more risky, but you really do have to kind of weigh out how you want to play the game. There could be a ton of strategies. None of that has really been made yet. The game isn't out, so people don't know how it's going to play. But as you can see, there is a little bit of depth to it that you have to understand. With the cops, so for a state cop, you earn your share of 20% of the grease generated by the bacons on the frying pan, and there's no risk for any of these actions. Cash out, receive all grease taxes generated by the state cop. Unstate cop, receive all grease generated by the state cop. So the cop is kind of, the jack of all trades. Staking them doesn't really net you, that 80% that, regular bacons do, but they don't have any risk factor, and they do at least generate that 20% from stealing other bacon's grease. All right, guys, and that's most of the main things with their white paper. Let me quickly just show you how to mint. At this current moment, the minting is halted. There was an exploiter that was trying to mint a bunch of bacons. They have been shut down at this moment. Their wallet addresses and things like that have been scanned. So the bacons that they did take are now nullified. So there's no need to worry about that. But right now, at the moment of recording this video, you are not able to mint, but go to their Discord and they will let you know when minting is live again. So whether you're on their white paper side or if we go over to their homepage, simply just click mint now, and they are still updating this. But you will actually end up paying AVAX, like I said, 2.5 AVAX. You simply pick the amount you want and then you stake. So let me just go ahead and connect my wallet and show you the few that I have. All right, so I just connected to my wallet, and it actually, connecting the wallet ended up updating everything, and now it does say 2.5 AVAX. As you can see, I got these two bacons. Of course, at the moment, I can't do anything with them, can't stake them or anything because the game isn't completely out yet. But like it says up here, on 5 p.m. UTC, the game should be launched. And in the instance, if you wanted to see your NFT's traits and see it obviously larger than how you see it here, all you have to do is go to 2FunNFT, which I'll go ahead and go to right now. It's going to be 2funnft.com. The link will be down in the description. And you are basically going to connect your wallet, go to My NFTs, and you will see the NFTs that you currently have. This right here is one of them with all of their traits. And this is going to be my other one. Right now, they're having a little bit of some issues with the metadata getting to certain platforms like 2FunNFT, but you will be able to see what your bacon does look like for sure on their website. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for Grand Thef Bacon. Tell me, what do you think about the game? Do you think that the game has potential? It seems to be doing a lot. and it is yet to be seen on whether or not they will deliver. The team does look like they are working hard. They are active on fixing issues that pop up, especially the most recent one with their minting, and it does seem like they have really ambitious goals. The 5th of March is going to be the date, so we will see everything come into fruition there. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and if it informed you or gave you value in any way, please leave me a like down below. Leave me a sub if you really did love this video. And guys, like always, y'all have a beautiful day or night, whatever time you're watching this video. Have a good one.